What's up, fellas? For those interested in car collecting, this video may be 4 to 5 minutes. If you're interested, part one of understanding those who need to know, because I text them. You need to understand how to card collect. So you learn about how to collect. Well, one, I like to collect old school, but old school is not worth a lot. It's very affordable. It's not that cheap. It depends on also the grading of the card. If it's a perfect 10, if it's a 4, if a Dan Marino card's a perfect 10 graded, it might be $1,000, no more. If it's a Joe Montana, it might go for a handful of thousand with signatures, not signatures. But one thing I learned is that, okay, because cards were not made for its rarity like they are nowadays. So cards, if there's 100,000 copies of these Dan Marino rookie cards printed, they will say there's too many printed. It doesn't make it that rare. But it's also about what's trending, what's popular. There's 100,000 Jordans printed a year, and everybody goes buys it. They're trending. They're popular. So if one, let's say your favorite team's the Niners, you and your kids want to collect. So he wants to collect who he watches today, Brock Purdy, while you collect Joe Montana and Steve Young. So to you, these cards mean something, but it's also about teaching the kids about old school and wanting to collect the legends to the present, especially when it comes to your single team. And depending on how you want to collect, I like to collect more than just what team I grew up liking. All the legends, Dan Marino, Troy Aikman, Peyton. So nowadays it's about cards being numbered. It's about cards being made for specifically now to be rare and to hold value, so people want to come and buy them more. It's like a gamble, because cards are also like stocks and bonds. If you as a parent, let's say your kid's not collecting, and you go buy cards and you keep them, and your kids could go and make money off of them in the future. That's how I started. But people used to just give me cards, and I collected them, and from 7, 8, all the way from 10, 12 years old, and I'm 33 years old, and I still had cards from when I was 7 years old, and turned this free cards that I had into a profit. It didn't matter if I sold it for $5. It was free for me. So that's one of the things about collecting cards. It's like stocks and bonds in a way. It's one of the ways you could lease something, possibly for your kids to make money off of, to turn it into more than just a hobby and flip money. But so cards nowadays got numbers, they got signatures. These are the 80s cards. This is a 98, but there's different series. There's different brands. This is a Topps Chrome. This would be, that's a basic Topps. Some of them got colors, some of them got numbers. So it just depends on how you want to collect. You want to get into it for fun, then collect anybody you want. The legends, who you like now. If you're trying to make profit, then you may want to go also a little bit into trying to get modern cards that are numbered, cards that are graded, cards that are different colors, cards that are patches, cards that have color, green, numbered. It just depends on what you want to get into. To me, I love collecting. So cards, part one, done.